Howdy folks, TJ here. Spectrum Next. There's so many things that I haven't done yet, so many fun things that I've done in the number of years, but there's so many features, so many options with this computer that I just haven't had the time to do everything. And there's one that I want to do. There's actually two that I want to chat about. One that I'm going to actually do for you today for the first time I've been studying and learning about the Speccy Next since, 2017. I'm a Kickstarter 1 owner, received my first one in 2020. So it's been, over 5 years now, or 5 years that I haven't done this. And for some people, they probably tried to do it right away because a lot of you were Speccy owners from back in the 1980s, which I was not. And you wanted to have this particular feature of feeding in a cassette game into a Speccy Next. And many people on the opposite side of the pond, even maybe on your side of the pond, are going, why the heck do you want to do that? And why did the Speccy Next team feel it important to build loading cassettes into a Speccy Next? Well, probably the big answer is they basically built onto, here's the Speccy Next. Here's what the next rendition of the Speccy may have been back in the day if there was that opportunity. And we want to carry over some of the things that you were doing. Kind of an example, the QL couldn't play any of the Speccy games, and that could be a reason why it had an early demise, because they didn't build in that feature of, okay, how are we going to add taking people from the Speccy over to the QL? Well, there's that bridge that you want to build, and being able to load and play and do the stuff of old, yet go into a new powerful world of new. There wasn't that bridge. Now, it was a whole different process or a whole different ball of wax. I'm sure they could have probably figured out something, but not having that feature may have hurt them. With the Spectrum Next, I'm not quite sure they had to build it in, but the team wanted to have everything. They wanted to have the expansion port. They wanted to have you be able to load cassette games, even though pretty much every game out there is on a .tap file or a .tzx file. A .tzx file actually loads like a cassette would. It's got all the beeps and bonks and chonks and all that stuff, and the time it takes to do it. But with the .tap, you have the same game, you load it up instantaneously. So why would a common man want to be able to do that? Well, why not? So they built in this feature, and it's something that I have not done with the Speccy Next. Now, I've loaded many cassettes over my long life here so far, starting back with the old, actually my first cassette loading on a computer was in the 1970s, late 70s, with a Commodore PET. At high school, we had a Commodore PET, and we got the program in computer programming class, games, and we saved them on cassette. So that was my first foray into being able to do that. My first computer was an Atari 800, and my first media device was a cassette unit. And we loaded cassettes and saved my games to cassette and all those fun things. As I got into Speccy world, I loaded cassettes on my other older Speccies, both in old cassette form, on the new form, like You Make Robots makes the cool Maxduino that you can take the old cassette out of the picture, but still have the same way to load it via the cassette ears and mic. You got the ears and microphones, right? Ears and eyes, I guess. And they allowed you to do that and have some of that ambiance. So it's cool. That feature is available, but I haven't done it yet. So I thought, time to do it. Another thing that I haven't done yet, and I'm not going to do it yet, is on the back of, this is the Kickstarter 1. This thing is supposed to be like cemented in. I never even tried to take it off, and I don't think I'm going to. There's no reason for me to pillage my Kickstarter 1. I'm going to conveniently slip it back into this desk. Most of the action these days is on my Kickstarter 2. From what I gather, they corrected that issue, and the little expansion port plate is a little easier to take off. But I don't have any need for that right now. One day I may explore that, and there's other people doing it. But today, it's all about loading cassettes. Now, what's different is all the cables that I've owned to date are not the unique one for the Speccy Next. Speccy Next needs a cable like the Plus 3. I own a Plus 3, but it didn't come with the proper cable to load cassettes. So I've ordered one. I actually ordered one from a well-known maker of cables, but unfortunately the cable arrived and it didn't work. It had a anomaly on one of the plugs and the plug wouldn't plug in, even putting a good amount of force behind it. And I didn't want to break anything on my cassette unit. So I said, okay, the cable's not right. He gave me a refund and I moved on. So I just went ahead and researched on Google because I wanted one quicker than having to wait again for another one from overseas. I found one that I think will work. It is basically, it's from Cables Online and it's a little blue number here. Let me open it up for the first time. We're going to basically use my Aquarius tape player, which is an excellent player, by the way. It really is, out of all the cassette units I have, I've got the Sinclair 2020, which is a Timex unit. I've got this one. I've got a big Calphony. I've got a Sony. What other ones do I have? I've got some others around here. It was really hit and miss, and finding players that play at the right speed and tone and all those things is kind of a pain in the ass. This one's just been rock solid, so hopefully it continues to be that. So we're taking this cable out. What's interesting about this, and I'll kind of leave my face off camera so it focuses. So what you have is one lead in stereo. You've got the two little black lines on here. It's probably not going to pick up, but this is a stereo connection that will plug into the back of my Speccy Next in the ear/eye port. I call it eye, but it's a mic port and a headphone port, basically. I normally plug my speakers into that. I'm going to plug this in there, and then this side breaks it out into two monos. Basically, I guess a left and a right. These are going to plug into the back of my Aquarius tape player. I've never actually really explored loading cassette on here, so we're going to actually do it for the first time. I'm going to have to beak and bonk. I think there is a load tape thing on one of them, and what we're going to do is I'm going to try to load. Where did I put the cassette? Is it in here? Oh crap. Oh, there it is. It was so lightweight I couldn't feel it. I made one version of my game, Invasion of the Cloud People, the original one for the Speccy 48. I made a cassette, and I made this cassette right before I finished making the game. And so this version of the game is so cruel, it's so mean, it's so hard. There's only 7 levels to the game, and I could even I got into 6 once. No way I get past 6 and 7. So this is a bare balls mean game, but we're gonna load it because it's my game and I made it, and I thought I would, for the first time loading a tape on my Speccy Next, we're gonna try the game that I made, but it technically should work with any games that you buy. So what I'm going to do is off camera here, I'm going to make the connection. We're going to turn on the computer. We're going to find the place where you load tapes, and we're going to try it. Now, I haven't loaded a tape for a while. I remember you had to do a J on the keyboard, load. I don't know if I have to type that in on here or if it's going to do it all by menu. I think it's menu driven. So I basically think I got to start that and then hit play and then go back and hit a return key and it starts. We'll see if it makes beaks and bonks, but I won't have a headphone plugged into this. Is the sound going to come out of the player? Because the speakers is what I normally plug in here, so I may not have sound. Now that I think about it, because I don't have a TV, I'm not connected, I'm not getting sound through my HDMI cabling here, because this is a monitor, not a TV. So we'll try it. If it loads, that's the mission of the video. So hold tight, let me get everything connected, and we'll see how this goes. So hold on. You learn something new every day. So I forgot, I've never paid attention on the back of my Speccy Next for so many years. Actually, there's an audio port, which is what I'm used to plugging my speakers in. That's not the port you plug into. On the back, there's actually an ear and mic port that's right next to it that I plug into. So, yeah, let me see if my older Speccy... Oh, geez, I almost knocked the cassette player out. Let me pull this out. Yeah, same here. So, audio out here, and then ear mic. So, for some reason, I had in my head that there was only one 3.5 millimeter jack back there, but there's 2. One to connect your audio. We're good. The Speccy Next team thought ahead. So, I've loaded up my Speccy Next. I've got a cassette. We're going to pop this open. Now, I haven't used this player for a while. Let me stick it inside A and hit rewind. And Sounds like it. Can I? Yeah, it's working. Rewind. Okay, cool. So on the Speccy Next, let me turn off the light. Actually, let's just leave the light on for now. So let's see. Where are we going? It's maybe under more. Tape loader, tape tester. Oh, do we want to do a tape tester first, or we want to just try to load? Let's just try to load and see what happens. So tape loader. This is a Speccy 48K game. So I'm going to hit 4. And then I'm guessing I hit play. It's blinking. Sounds are coming. Now, oh, that sounds chirpy. Grr. It almost doesn't sound right. You hear that? Now, I don't know if that's cabling, or if that's normal, or I've got my sound up too high. Oh, I hit the whatchamacallit, the mute. So it's been a while, and this is my own game, so I should have. Oh, I don't have. Oh, this one doesn't take a joystick anyway. It's a OPQA game. So it's starting out interesting. It's good. The sound was a little alarming, but maybe that's common. Now, this is just a generic cable I purchased on Amazon. I think it was $8.99 plus shipping. It was just around $10. And it basically, again, split your stereo one lead into 2 monos. On the connector cables, there's a red and a white side. So on the red, I put it on the ear, and on the white, I put it on the mic. I think that's the way the other cable that I received was, and all the other cables I've done the date have been that way, so that's what I stuck with. Now, also that grrr noise could have been just the way in my game. Maybe it doesn't do it under a professionally recorded one. So Speccy Next supposedly loads games like cassette. Again, why? Why would you want to do that? Why do you want to torment yourself? To some people, this is music to their ears. To others, it's like fingers and nails on a scratching or a chalkboard. It can be a little alarming noise. I gotta say, out of all the cassette loading noises, binks and bonks, I have most appreciative for the Atari way that it goes loading of I would say disc drive sounds. I appreciate those sounds. Cassette for the Speccy is not too shabby as well. They all have their charm, I guess. The funny thing is, some people can read these anomaly lines and say, oh yeah, your cassette may not be loading too well. It doesn't sound good. I don't know how they can figure that out from a visual or from the ear. Other than that noise that I heard earlier, I can't tell. It's just a bunch of gibberish to me. But some people probably speak this language. Now, I don't... Okay, stop. Okay, so that tone keeps going. So it's getting some type of feedback, it sounds like to me, from this. I don't know if it's my cassette or what, but it loaded my game. Let's go ahead and get ready to play it. Oh, we're playing it for you. Oh, shit. Let me focus in on the screen. Oh, zip. Hold on to your horses. Oh, shit, I'm going to die. No, zoom it. Zoom. Shit. Oh, my camera's all tilted. Luckily, this is a safe zone down here. Okay, go. Yeah, but I gotta get. You gotta get 20 blue raindrops to advance to the next level or to bring up the portal. So you can't rest back. You gotta get them. Oh, right into the red. I went the wrong direction. Okay. Oh, where's the portal? There it is. Oh, you son of a bitch! So, this game, if a nasty touches the portal before you, and I'm guessing that's what just happened, you lose. Now, can I play this game again? See, who programmed this game? This was, like I said, a kind of an early version on cassette. I don't think I could play it again because I put a break thing in here. Can we run? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yeah, you got to clear those things. How did I do that? Oh, no. Well, we loaded it. We loaded a cassette. Let's try one more. Let's go ahead and turn off the computer. Do I have another cassette handy? Let me start the rewind on this. Let me push my Schusters out. I know I've got some cassette things here. Are any of them Speccy Next games? I think so. Did that stop? I got to find something, though, so bear with me here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I'm trying to go through my box of stuff over here. I found a game. There's a ski game. There's a hydro spool. Sinclair's ZXSpectrum. Horace Goes Skiing. Okay, let's try that one. Let's try that. Let me put this back in here. Open this. Okay, put this here. Cassette. Side. Load skiing. They're both the same thing. Okay, rewind. Okay, I found the right. Okay, let's turn on the computer. Let's try one more, and I'll put my game. So it loaded. It loaded my game, and I died. And then, if I remember right, yeah, I wasn't quite done with the game yet when I was making it. But I made one cassette that kind of works. Okay, we're going down to more tape loader. 4. Play, and then we're going to look at Horace. Let me turn off the light. Is it going to start? It's a 16K game, so it should load pretty quick. This one probably needs a joystick, though, I bet. No? Oh, I don't hear any tones. Oh, there we go. It was delayed. Okay, so hold tight. I'm going to turn off this light back here. Or do I? No, I'm not going to worry about it. You see enough. Everybody and their mother has seen Horace. Horace gets around. So far, so good. Now, I didn't hear. Do you hear any of those anomalies? That appears to be my cassette. So the way that I created this cassette must have had some background rubbish, because I'm not hearing any of that in a professionally recorded tape. So that's good to know. So for you that read the lines, how's those lines look? Do they look like it's feeding and reading properly? If you can read that, you've got... I was going to say you got something wrong with you. I shouldn't say that, but you may have something wrong with you. If you're reading those friggin' lines, you're an alien or something. Did I start this recording? I don't remember. But my cassette lead, look at that. Horace Goes... So one thing I never did on my own game, I got mustache hairs in my mouth. I was going to make a loading screen. I think that's what I ended up doing later, but then I never made a cassette of it. Horace Goes Skiing, presented by Scion Computers. I really need to cut my mustache. I've been eating it all day today. After this record, I'm going to go trim my mustache because it's driving me nuts. So is Horace considered I'm going to say it, the slut of video games for the Speccy Next? Horace got around. Horace was in spider games and every single game out there. Horace was getting his nasty little fingers mixed in the bunch there. I think he's a hoe. Horace is a hoe. I mean, he's got a hoe in the name. Horace. Oh, if you've watched this video enough, you're probably glad you stuck around. So 16 game, fun little boot screen. There we go. Horace Goes Skiing. Let's try one round. I don't know if it's QAOP. Spacebar. Well, that's good. How do you start? Oh, wow, they put the exact amount of tape on this thing. They were like Sinclair. No power button needed. We're going to go to the exact amount of tape that you need. So how do you start? Where are you? Return? Oh, I don't know how to start this game. I don't know where Horace is. He's up there. Is it one of those number things? Oh shit. Oh, I just went down. It's got to be 6. Oh, God. Which one goes left? Okay, apparently 6 left. Okay, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Okay, now I got to go back. So is 8 up? No, 9's up. Hey, I made it. You run with... Oh, shit. Reckless abandon. Oh, no. Oh, I ran into a tree. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Which direction's what? Oh, shit. Oh. I pegged right in the crotch. I'm doing excellent, though. Oh, shit, I hit a post. Jumping. Shemizel. Up. Oh, shit. Get in the middle. Up. I'm actually doing pretty good. Shit, I've never played this good before. Oh, the screen just went black. Oh, my God. I just lost connectivity. Oh, my computer just rebooted. Okay, that's not good. Apparently, there's something going on with this. Oh, I have a feeling my power cord's a little loose. Well, that's not good. So we're going to stop the video here. I'm going to check my cabling. Maybe when I pulled it out here to play, it slightly made things ajar. I don't want to touch it. So thanks for watching the video. Cassette loading does work. If you move your computer out and have tight cabling in the back, you might be pulling the cable out just a little bit, so beware. I need to pay attention more. So thanks for watching the video. Yes, Mom and Dad, you can load cassette games on a Speccy Next using an old recorder. It just worked for me on 2 games, and I was playing Horace, the best I've ever played, and it cut me off. Damn it. Thanks for watching. Bye.